Hey everybody, welcome into the channel. I'm going to be doing some more live gameplay type stuff today. Um, been enjoying doing these videos, so let's do some more. Today I'm going to be playing my Light Warrior Return deck that I've been working on the last few weeks. This has kind of been my pet project, finding ways to make this deck work and function. And it's been a fun process, learning process, and I think there's still a long way to go with getting this deck completely honed in. So, I'll talk a little bit about the deck, some of the changes that have been made, and then we'll get into some gameplay. So, if you haven't seen this deck before, this is I've made a few videos about this in the past, but essentially this is like Warriors, but even more aggressive. Uh, Basically, you're doing your normal Warrior stuff with Blade Knight and Sasuke, just going in, getting damage in, trading one for one, hitting their face downs with Mystic Swordsman, trying to attack their graveyard with Kaiku, just the typical warrior stuff. But then as the kind of lights get filtered into the grave, Sasuke's light, Blade Knight's light, Lady's light, and then Thunder Dragons, obviously, once you get them into the grave, you can start bringing out the Soul of Purity and Light, which is just an extra 2,000 body that you get to summon alongside your warriors to put just a ton of damage on board very quickly and also fuel your return, which um, helps you a lot as well. This deck just sets up a lot of game shots out of nowhere. Even if you get behind, you can still set up some kills. So, um, yeah, that's kind of the general idea of the deck. Freed is really good in this deck because you run so many lights and it's searchable off of Rhoda. So when you need the situation, when you need to bring it out, then you can bring it out. It's not soukable, which is good. And yeah, so that's kind of the general idea of the deck. A lot of stuff is changed in this recent build, trying some different stuff out. I decided to just flat out, just for testing, cut the two dust shoots I had in the main, and instead I'm going to try two Sakuretsus. Um, I've been struggling against aggro matchups game one, and so I want to kind of shore up that matchup game one with these Sakus. Also, um, things like Tsukiyomi can really hurt the stack, so Kaiku is like a worst nightmare. If they're able to get in with the damage and banish some of your lights, it just turns off your whole engine. I mean, it fuels your return, but at the same time, I just don't feel like it's worth it because you can't use Freed's effect. You can't bring out the Soul of Purity and Light, and basically you need to crash a Sasuke with it or run over it with a 2000 Blade Knight. So I wanted to try the Sakus in the main, and yeah, maybe we'll bring the dust shoots back in and cut something else. We'll find out. So this deck kind of has gone two different directions. This is the direction of just mostly lights. This is the more aggressive version. I feel it's the only dark swing run of the Kaiku and the Breaker. So I don't feel like it's enough to support a BLS. But the other version of this deck, um, right here, this is the version with the darks in it. uh, Run two spy and two deco. Um, you don't care if they get knocked because they fuel your return if they do, but they also kind of help you thin your deck a little bit. Uh, spy provides a little bit of an additional defense, and yeah, they're the darks that you can use to support BLS. You can even probably run a Chaos Sorcerer in here because there's one, two, three, four, five, six darks and plenty of lights. And this is kind of what the previous trap lined up with the other deck looked like. I ran two dust shoots, but I couldn't cut those. I also was running the Regeki break, but I want to try a version without this. Part of this is because, hey, I have Thunder Dragons, right? Why not run Regeki break? But you don't have Sinister, you don't have Sangan, and you don't have Night Assailants. And I just sometimes drawing this card just felt horrible when you didn't have Thunder Dragon, and I just want to say screw it. Let's just take it out and see how things turn out. So anyway, this is the more kind of this version I think is a bit slower. Maybe it takes a little bit more setup. Only one Soul of Purity and Light, but still kind of functions the same. So it's gone two different directions. Still don't know which one I prefer the most, but let's get into some games. We're going to be using this version today. I started this video once earlier and I loaded in against someone and they opened Thunder Dragon, Graceful, and then they just AFK'd. There's no one judges online, so I just bailed. All good. Don't really care about my win rate on Dueling Book, if you can probably tell by looking at it. Hope you're all doing well today. It is a fine Friday morning where I am. Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty. Starting off with the duo. Can't complain. Okay. See a rat. Definitely it's interesting. Okay. Rat, smash the ground. So this is probably Earth aggro. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and take a bold thing here. I'm gonna imagine that he doesn't have heavy because I would like to have both of these on the board. We'll go Kaiku, Saku, Dust. I think he has 4 cards in hand. If he has the heavy, he has the heavy. But I want to protect against the Gigantes coming out off of the rat because the Kaiku effect will stop that. I'll stop whatever he brings out here, maybe a Goblin Attack Force or something like that, and then I'll have the end phase Dust for whatever he sets. Um, yeah, I'm pretty familiar with this matchup, so try to see what we can do here. So he's going to go ahead and summon the rat. That's fine. We'll let that go through because we can always dust it if necessary. I'm curious if he goes ahead and attacks or if he just passes. Okay, interesting. I think I'm content to go ahead and end phase that Prima, get this rat out of here. Because if I attack, I mean, I have to attack the rat. And if I attack the rat, he's going to be able to go into Lily and stuff like that. It's going to be a problem. So I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to summon another monster yet. Don't want to fall into a torrential mirror force. We have plenty of monsters in hand. I'm going to attack. It's probably going to get hit with something. And then main phase 2, we can summon something like, say, the Sasuke is good here. And we have the Saku to back us up. I kind of want to thin out these monsters before I bring out Blade Knight, and I want to save DD Warrior Lady to deal with any big threats. Okay, so here comes the Gigantes. Definitely are going to want to Sakuretsu this. So I think I'm prepared to get a little more aggressive here. Okay, so there's the Mirror Force. All right. Came back to bite us a little bit, but still not in a horrible position. Um, yeah. Ring this or not to ring this? DD Warrior Lady will deal with it, but do we want to have the DD Warrior Lady on board afterwards anyway? Uh, I know. I'm thinking. Um, let's go ahead and ring it. We can have that way we can keep the DD Warrior Lady on board. That'll help deal with another threat that he brings out. Okay, nice. Purity, so why wouldn't I just summon both? I'm just trying to imagine a world in which I wouldn't, but I say we just go for it. This is cool because Goblin Attack Force or whatever the card is can't kill this because it's reduced by 300 attack, so merely trades. Smashing Ground's going to hit that. All right, let's see what he brings out here. Nothing. Okay. Do I want to? I'm going to hold the Graceful for now, kind of see what happens off of this attack. Okay, so we're in an advantageous position anyway. I just want to wait in case I draw into like a Nobleman or something that could be dead. Now a Nobleman would be really good. Um, Barring a Torrential, this is probably game. So I'm going to go ahead and Rhoda for the Exiled, just to get rid of that face down, and then just attack for game. All right, really good. We started off with the okay. All right, bye. We started off with the duo, which helped a lot, but drew into the Soul of Purity and Light at a good time to help put more damage on board. Yeah, things went really well. I'm trying to think of anything notable from that game. Yeah, the Saku's helped. It was good to have those in as opposed to the dust shoots, but I mean that's what you want in the matchup versus Earth aggro anyway. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into another one. Nothing crazy from that game. Alrighty. We open duo again, which is nice. Okay. I'm already trying to decide what I want to do with my first turn. I think Summon Kaiku, set Dust is probably it. Maybe just set Dust. Let's play a little more patiently here. I don't want to get my Kaiku destroyed yet. Every time I do something like this and I think in my head, man, I just really hope he doesn't have Breaker. He has Breaker and it ends up just not being worth it. So I'm gonna play a little more patient. I'm gonna wait because I have the dust in hand, or the dust set, so I can dust whatever he sets. He'll probably set a monster. Judging by the jar, it's probably turbo. So we'll set a monster, sped a spell and trap, and then we can come over with our Mystic Swordsman level 2 or um, Blade Knight, depending on what we feel like we want to do. Don't have an answer for a don't have an answer for a spy, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the Mystic Swordsman level 2. We're kind of leave it vulnerable because it can get run back over by another monster, but then we can swing over with Kaiku, so it's not the end of the world. So yeah, good thing we went with the spy rather than or the level 2 rather than the Blade Knight. This is just Warrior doing Warrior things. Set the Heavy Storm because I know that he already used his MST. Try to incite that. This could be trouble if he goes Chaos right here. We don't have an answer. But yeah, basically, I need to get the Kaiku on board as quick as possible. Perfect. So go ahead and heavy here. Just trade 1 for 1. If it's a jar, I don't really care. Maybe considering a ring or a wing blast. Yeah, that's good by me. It's fine. Because then we can go Kaiku. Sweet. This is a really good position to be in. See what he can come up with. Yeah, Tsukiyomi, that's good. So we got this. We've just got all the answers, it seems. Let's just keep getting in here. I'm going to be a little patient. I'm not going to bring out the breaker yet. Let's try to get some value out of it. We're getting rid of his darks anyway, so. Hmm. All right, it's time to start pushing. Let's put him on a one more turn timer essentially. Probably could have done that last turn, but I wanted to try to bait out something with the breaker. If he goes snatch here, it could be a little tricky. So this is just a game, right? Because we just, yeah, we'll do this. Blast, that's cool. Then I still summon to level 2. And then our Soul Impurity was live there because we drew into the Thunder Dragon, which is nice. Things are going according to plan so far, but helps opening duo. All right. Mind control's coming in. I thought I had another Kaiku in the side. I guess not. So let's go with the Mind Con over what to put this in over. You could potentially side out one of these battle traps, but because so many turbo players are siding into Zombiras and stuff, I don't necessarily want to do that. So I'm going to put this in over the premature, and we're just going to call it a day here. Didn't see any solemn, so I'm not going to put the 7 tools in. So I'm just going to stick as is. This seems reasonable. If I had a second Kaiku, I would put it in, but I do not. Okay. We have 2 Thunder Dragons in hand. Always good to just reaffirm it. Set 1. Probably set it face down. Hmm. I think we'll go ahead and just summon the Blade Knight. Torrential right off the bat. That's cool. So, now do I set one thing? Do I set everything? I just don't want to like put myself in a position where I have to solemn a heavy that I don't want to deal with. Let's just go ahead and set stuff. This is basically to get the solemn on board to ensure that our swordsman will go through next turn. If he has to have, if he has heavies, then he heavies. Yeah, this is fine. Like I said, I just want to make sure that this level 2 goes through. Agreed. Great draw, as per usual. Definitely go Mystic Swordsman here, even if it's a Sangan or something, because we have the Mirror Force for the next attack. I don't know why you would just set that with no. This is a tricky spot. Let me think here. So he has 2 Thunder Dragons, 4 Mystery cards. He has Light and Dark, which can be a problem, but we do have the deal with it. I'm going to go ahead and solemn this. I know he doesn't have Heavy, or he would have used it already. I just don't want him to get too fresh in cards. I think we got him in a good spot that he had to set the Spy with no help. I think he's going to be forced into summoning like a Deco and having to attack over the Mystic Swordsman or something like that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's not horrible at all. Let me just think. Yeah, we'll take the 16. I'm thinking maybe next turn I go for Maybe next turn I go for Sasuke. Then I can attack over. And then I get 2 lights engrave, and so I can go Soul of Purity. We just have to watch out for chaos. But I know he has 1 Thunder Dragon, 2 mystery cards. Obviously, the face down's a mystery as well. So let's go here. Let's get ourselves a Sasuke. Maybe not the proper ordering of things here because well we got the exile to deal with chaos. So I'm thinking I could go Bazoo, buff it up 1 to attack over, and then if I need to get freed to kill, but then I don't have 2 lights anyway for the freed, so it doesn't matter. Put that back on deck. That's okay. We'll probably have to Mirror Force next turn, just to not take any more damage. I don't want to be in a range where I could get ringed. And if he like makes some big push with chaos here, the Mirror Force becomes even better. So he draws into the Sinister. Probably ditch the second Thunder Dragon here. Whoa! Oh, he already has 2 Thunder Dragons in grave. Okay. Go ahead and Mirror Force that. See if he goes like Chaos turn 2 or whatever. So, okay. I think we just have to Exiled and then pray he doesn't have BLS. Yeah, do I set the heavy? I think I will to kind of bait out him into setting stuff. Maybe that's not correct. So he sets another one. Don't know what the second set could be. This is really good. This will set up, this will fuel a lot of our stuff so we can start getting some damage on board. Could be a spy, potentially. He forgot his Sinister. Let's go ahead and heavy. Air Force. Interesting. So, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to save the Bazoo because the Bazoo will help get over a Chaos Sorcerer potentially. But I am going to go ahead and get aggressive here with this. I'm going to go with Soul, Purity, and Light first in case it's a spy. Okay with that extra 200 damage. Okay, you just drew into double faith off of that. That's pretty crazy. So I foresee some type of chaos probably coming down here after he's gone through this much of his deck. So luckily we have the Bazoo for that. Yep. Just instantly sets that. Probably another spy. Man. Got the return though. It's gonna help set up some damage. What could he have set here? Maybe Koichi, maybe another spy, maybe a Night Assailant. I think regardless, we still just want to get in here. I'm gonna go with like the same order again, just in case it is a spy. Okay, so ring. Really don't hate that too much. Not a great position to be in if he can find a way to deal with. Uh, hmm. I'm trying to decide if I want to summon the Bazoo because if he has an answer to the Sasuke, then we just lose. Uh, but I think I'm going to go ahead and summon Bazoo uh, and activate the effect. Go, banish, banish, banish. Keep it at 3, and then maybe I should have just done 2 because then next turn I can go 2 off of the return. Or 2 to get over chaos if necessary. We'll see. I mean, good draw. But that's not horrible. Okay, so we take 200. I mean, we're kind of just backed up here. Let's see if there's. I mean, if he has no defensive, so this is gone now. If he has no defensive, let's pretend that these are net blanks. Do we have game? So Bazoo gets over Gorilla. We mind control one of the spies. The do we have the Sasuke will come out because I'm going to banish it off the Bazoo, so it'll go into the banish, so that'll get rid of the other spy, and then we'll have 2, 4. Yeah, we'll definitely have enough damage for game. But the question is just, do we go for it here? Uh, I feel like this game's kind of this is tough. I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. Probably not gonna happen, but I'm willing to go ahead and just do the thing. So mind control this. Okay, we'll go. Boom. Maybe I could have mind controlled the gorilla. I don't know. I'm just gonna say let's just go for game here. I mean, and we're already at 400 life. He's bound to draw into chaos at some point. I'm willing to just go for the thing. So we will go and attack over. We've already got Mirror Force out of the way. We've already got Ring out of the way. So okay, so there's the Saku. So oh, I just lose here, don't I? I mean, I could return, then bring back Exile, and yeah, I think it's just over anyway. Maybe a little too hasty to go for it, but I felt like I kind of needed to. I felt like I needed to go for it there. Maybe not. Maybe it was too hasty. Mirage Dragon's coming in over the Blade Knight. I don't know. There's definitely some other options I could have taken there. I could have just uh, mind controlled the gorilla, turned it to defense to kill it, and then just leave the Sasuke on board. But I definitely would have wanted to attack and try to get rid of those spies with the Sasuke. So it might not have worked out anyway. Okay, Gorilla, Thunder Dragon. Okay, I'll go ahead and summon the free just to get a body on board. Set all of these pots. Hmm. Yeah, I think I have to let this go through. I don't want to, but I think I have to. Oh my goodness, that sucks. Huh. I think I solved this now. I think I have to. I could ring it, but I don't know. It doesn't feel good. Nothing really feels good there. But it's okay. 4 cards to 4 cards. He's gone through pot. He's gone through snatch. Worst case scenario, he sets like a faith here. We just don't have an answer to it. Nobleman's a good draw. Let's just get one of these battle traps out of the way. I'm fine with wasting a freed on something like that. Okay. Our ring has just become exponentially worse, but not really. Don't really have an option there. Okay, so he just drew that. He's not shuffling his hand, so returns dead. Yeah, let's get the spies out of there. Super happy with that. This is where the other version of the deck would be better because the spies, go into my banish and they become return fodder. I mean, I have a lot of ways to set up game if I can draw into some stuff. All right, he just draws and sets another one. That's unfortunate. I definitely want a graceful here. Not finding a ton of ways to deal with face downs. But I think I might set Solemn and just say screw it. I don't know. This is tricky. Probably ditch. I mean, our return is just doing nothing until we draw into another light monster. So I'm going to go with one of these returns has to go, right? We already have one set. And then, I mean, I really don't like Tribe now because I don't like Tribe now because Spy's gone. I feel like our win con is the Soul of Purity, the return, getting all that going. There's plenty of lights we can draw into. There's plenty of rotos we can draw into. So, and I'm potentially willing to solemn this flip if it's something really threatening. Faith, okay. That puts light grave. I'm gonna go ahead and solemn that. Our ring is pretty much dead now, but I don't really have a choice. There we go. This is really good. So now let's just walk through the scenarios here. If we summon DD Warrior Lady, attack, it's probably gonna get hit by something. Let's just see what happens when we summon. I don't want to think too far ahead. I don't think we have game yet anyway. Okay, so torrential. So now we banish. Um, so now we banish Freed and DD Warrior Lady for Soul of Purity, and let's say that does go through. That's 2,000 plus 15 plus 17. That's not gain 5,200, but then the ring puts them in ring range, and I might be content to go to a draw this game. I'm gonna go ahead and go for this here. Once again, might be getting impatient. Okay. Okay, so Solemn. It's going to come down. All right, that's fine. He might have thought that was game, so that's good with me. So, yeah, that's okay. We have the Mirror Force, luckily, uh, and unfortunately, the Soul of Purity puts us right out of range. So there's the potential to not attack here and try to wait for the Solemn to be able to be set. But I'm going to go ahead and go. We'll draw into more monsters at some point anyway, so I'm willing to just let that go through. We have the Mirror Force as our protection. Yeah. Draws into another set. It's unfortunate. But Blade Knight. Blade Knight goes very nicely here. Really good draw. Okay, the fact that he's willing to do that, I think, means we just have to Solemn. Nice. So now we've got him top decking essentially, and yeah, attack. No point in setting the Saki yet because we have the Mirror Force set. If he draws into chaos, then it is what it is. He summons in defense, which is not great for him because we have the Sasuke. Um, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna set this. Try to bait him into attacking. Yeah, I'm not gonna ring yet. I want to go for win. I don't want to go for the tie here. Like right there, I definitely could. I'm not going to. Yeah, let's just wait. Let's just wait. Maybe he has a solemn, and that ends up saving him. But I'm willing to take that risk to try to go for the win here. Definitely this match, I don't feel like I've played. I definitely don't feel like I've played my best. I'm super willing to admit that. Okay, heavy. We're drawing into stuff that's just not doing a ton for us. I need a Sasuke. I need a Rhoda. I need. What else would help me out here? Okay, that's fine. I think I have to Mirror Force here. I mean, maybe I not. I mean, I have the Saku still, so that's okay. That's not going to do it. So I'll definitely set that. And then Soul Purity's dead, but it doesn't matter. I want to punish him for summoning the Sorcerer in defense. We have two Sasuke's in the stack, and it just doesn't matter. All right, I guess I have to ring, right? I think I have to. Did see the Solemn, so I'm going to put a 7 tools in over the second dust. Yeah, I mean, there's potential to side in some more battle traps because we saw um, the gorilla, but I'm not super worried about the gorilla. Solar Purity Light is actually really good against Berserk Gorilla because they have to attack and it makes their attack lowered. So they just basically have to crash, not crash. They have to just suicide their gorilla if you have that on board. It's kind of cool. Didn't want to go to a draw there. I feel like I drew well enough early, and I think I fumbled the bag there on that 100%. We'll have to go back and watch that, but there's definitely some alternate ways to get a win there. Didn't want to have to draw that. Okay, this is interesting. Do I wait for the... You know what I really like here? I really like voting for Deity Warrior Lady. Summoning and attacking. Alright. I like this here because I'm not forced to use Graceful. I kind of want to see how the game plays out before I use Graceful. Um, and yeah, alright, well. This is not good. Alright, that's not good at all. Go with the Blade Knight. Blade Knight's not doing anything against flips anyway with the D Warrior Lady on board. Not good. Good position to be in here. Let's see what he ditches. If it's like a Sinister, then man, we're just in trouble. So we went ahead and did it without thinking about what to discard. Okay. So that's one. This could easily be a Jar of Greed or something, but he hasn't used it yet. I feel like the second one is the real set. I'm going to go ahead and heavy. Maybe this is another Solemn. In that case, that's okay. Yeah, we get a nice plus there. He still doesn't have Light and Dark and Grave. So yeah, this isn't horrible. This dude kind of fumbled the bag a little bit himself. Still up half a card on me. All right, so now I think we have to, yeah, obviously we have to Graceful now. That really helped us get back into it. Need to find Rhoda. We need to find a level 2. We need to find a knock. Nothing. Just nothing. I mean, If we hit a faith, we hit a faith. I don't have a choice. I need to start getting in some damage here. Okay, it is the sinister. That is not the end of the world. That's good to know. Watch what he does with. Well, it's going to shuffle once he brings sinister to his hand. So, because I was going to say otherwise we can pay attention to what he sets because he's not shuffling his hand anyway. Yeah, that's fine because we got the snatch or we got the breaker. So all good. Okay, tributed off for Mobius. That's not good. This is where those smashing grounds would come in handy. Okay, this is good. Still doesn't have light and dark engraved. We've gone through several of his traps. We know that he has one sinister in hand. Um, so, yeah, this is. I mean, I'd really like if I had Freed in the deck because I could Rhoda for Freed, and it'd be really nice. I think I'm just gonna have to go for DD Warrior Lady's gone as well. So I think we just have to go Exiled and then get in with the Soul Purity for 2000. Really not another option. All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, sorry. He just keeps like top decking sets. You see, he doesn't shuffle his hand just immediately sets it. We're just trying to make sure we can get through these sets. I don't have any answers to them, so it's another faith. It's a Deco's not horrible, but I mean, go ahead. He still doesn't have lights yet. That's just unfortunate. I don't know. Both of our rotas are gone, so I can't find a level 2. One of our knocks already gone. Just not good. Once again, he summons the sorcerer in defense, but probably won't get punished for it. That's just unfortunate how that all shook out. I don't think. I just don't think there's a ton to do there. So we knew he has 2 Thunder Dragons. We knew he has a Sinister. So really, he only has one other card that could be something. Curious what this face down could be. If it's like a faith, I don't have a way to deal with it anyway. He's gonna flip it next turn. If it's a spy, then snatching the sorcerer could deal with that. I think I'm just gonna sell out on the idea that he doesn't have heavy, and if he does, then he wins. But he's already in a pretty good position anyway because I don't have the answer to the sorcerer. So I'm just gonna bet all in on the fact that he doesn't have So what do we go here? I think I'll attack with this first. See, this could be the serpent that's set as well. I didn't think about that. Okay, so I'll take 100 and then attack over. Do we want to attack or do I want to main phase 2 banish? Definitely. Well, he'll be able to tribute off for Thunder Dragon, but will he think to do that? So yeah, let's main phase 2. Let's banish this. Set one. Like I said, we're selling out. If he has heavy, he has heavy. I'm not gonna be super upset there. Because he has Serpent, 2 Thunder Dragon, only 2 cards. Only 2 real cards. He doesn't have Chaos. I mean, he could tribute this off, then ditch the second Thunder Dragon if he happens to have like exactly Chaos out of these 2 cards. Yep. Yeah, I mean that's the play to make. Yep. Yeah, go ahead. Ditch your Thunder Dragon. You got it. Do I dust this? Yeah, let's go ahead and dust it. That way I can keep the breaker on that. I can get over the Thunder Dragon at least. This is just horrible. Horrible, horrible. He's just never getting punished for summoning his monsters. I mean, I run 2 Sasuke's. Just not seeing him. If we can bait him into attacking, that'd be good. I mean, the breaker wasn't doing a ton for us anyway. Bazoo. But does Bazoo get over defense position? So Bazoo gets up to 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 10, 4, 25. So he gets exactly 25, right? Man, that sucks. It really sucks. Yeah, so 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Not much to do here. Really not much to do here. I think I just have to solve him whatever he flips, and then Saku if he goes for game with the BLS, and just hope I can draw into something to answer this here. Yeah, that's fine though. I'm willing to do that. We'll see what he flips here. There's potential I might need to solve this. Um, let's. Yeah, yeah. Let's. He has another room to set, so this is a sinister probably. All right. We got all 3 Thunder Dragons are gone now, so it's 1 Sinister, 1 Mystery card. This is probably just a Sinister. So, I have to work off the assumption that this is a Sinister. We've gone through so many of his flips. Knight Assailant would kind of suck, but I mean, either way, let's just put some damage on board. And then let's go here. Man, another spy. Okay, so that's a Sinister. You can't draw into another Chaos, right? Right? Bazoo. Okay. Oh my gosh. What a crazy ending. What did I say? What did I say? This card can't do anything with Soul and Purity Lights on the board. Alright. I think there was a lot of sacking going on there from both sides of the board. But, I mean, look at this. We played against Chaos. I didn't see any Night Assailants. I don't know if it's like Turbo or whatever, but we overcame the early pot duo turn 1 to win the game. That's something to be proud of. Obviously, not perfect play from my side, not perfect play from my opponent. So sloppy gameplay all around, but shows you this deck can take wins off of Turbo, off of Chaos. Um, if an even better pilot of this deck was at the helm, I think even more decidedly. But this just shows you the power of this card. I'm telling you, it's good. It's live a lot. It's alive a lot more than you suspected. But I think every time I drew it, it was live. Actually, it was one time where it wasn't in one of these games, but it eventually became live. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. We didn't get to go for any return kills, which always wish I could get one of those in when I'm playing this type of deck. But overall, the deck performed well. I liked having the Sakus in the main. I really did. I feel like it gave me some protection against Tsukiyomis and stuff. I felt like it was super helpful, honestly. But I also want the dust shoots in there as well. So um, gonna have to go back into the lab and kind of figure out where we can make room for these dust shoots. But I mean, overall, the deck performed fairly well. Um, Still wish I had a little room for maybe a smashing ground in here. I never drew the premature. This is also something I added in, um, but might consider cutting this. it gives you like a little bit of that extra explosiveness, and I like it in decks where you run Exile because you can just Exile then Prima then get just just free trade 1 for 1 with all of their stuff. And but if I'm running Prima, I need to be more analytical about how I think about what I'm banishing for return off of Soul Purity and Bazoo and stuff like that, because and for Freed, because that could affect what I'm able to get back off of Prima. So maybe this could be cut for maybe a Dust Shooter, Smashing Ground, or something. But overall, the rest of the deck is very tight, and I don't want to change too much. So anyway, pretty good games. Glad we were able to get some wins there. Been on a bit of a losing streak, so it's nice to get a little confidence. Um, yeah, I apologize if I was a little whiny. I'm sorry. I get like that. That's just Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, and yeah, I got to be a little better about staying more emotionally keel. But overall, good games. Thank you guys for watching. Until the next one. Bye.